Hey there, Zane back again here on another edition of Mad Men with the Show. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and supporting the show. I tell you, last couple of episodes, we've been talking about so much. I mean, I cannot believe the stories that are coming out. I mean, we're hearing so much. I mean, we just heard on this day that we're recording, we heard a big thing about Apple making their own chips, dropping Intel, making their own chips. That's big news right now. There's a lot going on. And then we're getting a whole stack of stories. I'm still getting people that I know are sending me stories left and right. You know, they're sending me information. We're trying to confirm, since I have just limited staff. I'm trying to confirm a lot of these stories. Mostly it's myself that's doing this, so I'm spending a day or two just trying to confirm these stories before we put them on this. And actually, you hear that background noise. I'm getting more information as we're going on for a lot of stories that we're working on. But today, we've picked this up. You know, Rick and Morty.
I'm Pickle Rick!
The creators, Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon, that they picked up a 70-episode run for the series. We've just gotten through the second half of season 4. We don't know when season 5 is coming. It's probably going to be soon because the way things are going, it's going to probably come around quick. They may have been already in production on that. But both of these guys are going to be very busy. You already know Justin has just gotten a hit over on Hulu with Solar Opposites, which, if you haven't seen Solar Opposites, it's on Hulu. It is fantastic. I mean, it is just well done. I've said this before. There is a secondary storyline in Solar Opposites, and basically, they're the story. These are aliens that come to live on Earth. 2 of them shrink people and put them in this geranium type world. And we get, in fact, you get little glimpses on that, and you think it's like a secondary storyline. Well, there's a whole entire episode of that world, and it's fantastic. It's toward the end of the season. It's very well done. I mean, it's like, wow, they spent time to just with these characters. They didn't just throw them in as secondary, as a joke, stuff like that. They actually concentrated on this storyline. I mean, we know from the guys from Rick and Morty that circle on how to make an episode. You go from 1 to 10 or whatever it is, you plan it, you have them go through their issues, you have them come back and come a full circle all the way around to the final part of the episode. And this has worked for them. But now we're hearing from the other half of the team, Dan Harmon. Dan Harmon has struck a deal with Fox Entertainment right now to create a Fox series for the spring of 2022. It's going to be working with Bento Box Entertainment. We don't know what it's going to be, but if it's Dan Harmon, he's involved, it's probably going to be as crazy as every other show that's been on Fox and on Adult Swim. I mean, his stuff is very well done. And for them to get a big order from Fox to do one for the Fox network, I mean, that is fantastic. I mean, you have so much going on. Like I said, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim now is part of HBO Max. You can see those on there. And you can still see it on, I believe you can still see Rick and Morty on Hulu. But you can also see Solar Opposites, which is fantastic, on there. And then there's the other series, Crossing Swords, which is by the guys from Robot Chicken, which is also, if you haven't seen that, I mentioned it in another episode, it is fantastic on there. But looking at the order, it's a basic order for it. How much time is he going to spend on this? 70 episode run for the Adult Swim network with Rick and Morty, and then he has now Fox. He's going to be doing some stuff for them for a series on there. And Justin, he's busy with the next season on Solar Opposites and Rick and Morty. So these guys are becoming busy, and they're becoming big right now. I mean, you have a lot, and we're going to be talking about Family Guy in another episode. about what's happening with that as well, because there's a lot of changes that are going to be going on in the next year as far as rights with Family Guy. We're going to be talking on that. But you have Family Guy, American Dad. You have all these shows that do very well. You know, I would not be surprised if Forget About It gets another season out of it, and a couple of other shows. I mean, we're seeing Tuca and Birdie got bought out by Adult Swim. We'll discuss that in another show. A couple of other series that are coming. Like I said, Crossing Swords is doing very well too. But this is just big time for Dan Harmon on his hand. You know, Justin has had his success with Solar, and now Dan's going to get success also with the Fox network. So this was a bit of a short one. So comment below. Tell me, what do you think about this situation? Do you think they'll get it off okay? Do you think it'll affect the Rick and Morty episodes? We'll see in the future. Once again, thank you, the viewer. Thank you for watching, because it's fantastic that you're able to subscribe with this show. Please share the show if you know a friend that likes these episodes that we've done. Pass it off to them. Tell them about us on there. We would appreciate that, you know, and we appreciate more support by, you know, hey, at the end, you know, I mentioned everything at the end of the video. You know, we have a support system down below in the description. We also are on Minds. We're on Gab. We're on BitChute. We're trying to get back on DLive right now. We're just not ready to do live yet, but we're working on that. So until the next story, we'll catch you later. Have a good one. Stay cool. Hey, thanks for watching there. Once again, don't forget to hit that subscription, like. If you want to comment below, you can. Be sure to check us out on all of our other platforms on there, all listed down below. And we also have a merch store and a place where you can give us support to this channel.